This is P.O.C. This is a demon. He's stalking with the Ontario Police Department. All right, covering up his face. This is a coward, a vagina monitor, a sex offender of the fire department, Michael Gherkin, that's going to be removed from position, stalking with the Ontario Police Department by helicopter. That's a demon. Okay, that's Satan, by the way. That's a demon-possessed person. And the Ontario Police Department are stalking by helicopter. These are murderers and sex offenders that are engaged in the pattern of conduct, and you're witnessing the demon-possessed, this coward that knows that he's being documented, engaging in what is a conspiracy to murder somebody, that's documenting him in his face, and he keeps his face down. Those are the vagina monitors who are cowards. Mike Lorenz and Michael Gherkin are being prosecuted. Paul Leon is being prosecuted. This is where the fake sun is remaining all day long. This is impossible light activity on the wall. Just manifesting in the shit, witnessing what is demon possession. The Ontario Fire Department have a personal vendetta because I've exposed them as demons and I've exposed their criminal activity. Humpty Dumpty, that's gang stalking me. This fat egg on legs is being gang stalked, and I'm calling her out. And this is when the entity follows up with helicopter activity, because they are fat rejects who are losers with no prospects of any future. And I'm going to prosecute them, fat and thin. Okay, this is the entity that's engaged in that pattern of conduct. They're engaging with a stalking with helicopter while they are all rejects in life flunkies. And you pull out helicopters because that's how obsessed with me you are, and obsessed with my opinion about you. It's not an opinion. It's a criticism of somebody that's stalking me. If you don't want to be called out and embarrassed on the internet, then stop stalking. That's the Ontario Fire Department. Those are demons. These are the people of the state. Those are demons. And this is the Ontario City Hall. Paul Leon's a demon. And their demons are engaged in what is gang stalking. These demons are engaged in that coward that you see keeping his head down. Michael Lorenz is a coward and stalking me by helicopter. I'm a woman. He's stalking a woman with a helicopter because he is a demon. And he's a mentally ill person who is being prosecuted, and he's going to federal prison. Okay, this is, again, I want to be clear. The entity is maintaining this fake sun. I'm in Fontana at the Fontana Metrolink train station, where Fontana police followed me to that train station yesterday. Okay, the entity is keeping this fake sun while I'm aboard Omnitrans coming to Ontario, where the demons of the Ontario Police Department are stalking with criminal summoning with employee number 4441 of the Omnitrans, gang stalking me on the roads and the highways with the Ontario Police and the Fontana Police Department. Mike Lorenz is going to prison. They're mentally ill. They are indeed demons that are engaged in criminal conduct, and it's the substance whereby you're able to also diagnose. P.O.C. This is all engineer light. This is monitoring by the government. This is surveillance. The ongoing train activity is impossible, and it's letting you know that he's a psychopath and he's also a demon. Okay? Ontario Fire are not different from the demons that are walking around with ashy knees, gang stalking me. Okay? That's P.O.C. It is currently, by the way, 6:42 p.m. The entity that's gang stalking, which you'll see on X, regarding the egg that is walking around with two legs on. She's Humpty Dumpty. That's how I described her. With the demon with the dreads, and the Ontario International Airport, Alan D. Wapner's handiwork. These are the demons that then follow with helicopter activity. P.O.C. All right, I do want to show you the evidence of demon possession and what is criminal activity amongst demons that are monitoring you out in public, everywhere that we're at, everywhere that you're going out in public, and also where you live. This is impossible light activity. My shadow's appearing in front of me, projected on this wall at a distance. And this is not the sun that's been here since I arrived at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's 6:43 p.m. This is the evidence of a demon that was representing the Ontario Fire Department and the Ontario Police, who were stalking by helicopter. This is a ritual that they're engaging in together, and it's criminal activity. And it's also the evidence that's going to be used to have them committed. They're going to prison, they're going to compensate, and they're also going to be committed. This is P.O.C. This is all impossible light activity. That is indeed a demon that's wearing an Ontario Fire Department uniform. They're keeping American citizens under surveillance. They're not engaged in firefighting. They're facilitating ongoing criminal surveillance and furtherance of murder. They're not engaged in firefighting. Okay, they're mentally ill. This is P.O.C. They're being removed because they've engaged in not only targeting me, but enabling a population to target me. Michael Gherkin will not remain in the firefighting industry. He's going to be prosecuted. It is going on his record. Because he targeted me, he will be known as a terrorist. And the Ontario Fire Department will be known as terrorists. You're not staying in that industry. And it's the same with the Ontario Police Department. And it's the same with the Ontario International Airport and the gang stalking commercial airlines, which is a matter of national security. Everybody in the country needs to know what these airline companies are doing. This is impossible. Showing you. This is what you're paying attention to. This is the crime scene. That was a demon that is working for the Ontario Fire Department. That's what's stalking me in helicopter. That's what's being disbanded. That's what's going to federal prison as a terrorist leader, Michael Lorenz, P.O.C.